The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. They'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 30. The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a match pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jags. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Hilliard now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. This for the Jags, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers down. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 22, here's second and 8. He'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Well, sniffed that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed perfect. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
But a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers live in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. They might want it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 7 now. Mayfield. The left side, it's Dorsett. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
That was a nicely run slant route. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. Usually, because in the middle of the field, uses his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meeting? They kind of didn't touch the ball.
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
It's his first carry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. And eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 27, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up for the side of Lurican. And the Jaguars are going to get the football to force the INT on the game's opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. 1st drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, take care of the ball. If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And the tight end on in motion. And he'll send the tight end in motion. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they're going to get this to about the 4-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like they want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, for a short.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Hey, Johnson. Hey, Haywood.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw inside, complete. That's Thomas. And he is going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jaguars at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind. And the best way to get in that good frame of mind, win it. Come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasion, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
Now Lawrence. He finds his target. Get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the he delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now. Stick. Bullet.
Back to the ATN. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. It's called staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Back up.
From the 16, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. Not only is that an interception, it's really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and see, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. Go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from the coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to get out of your backs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence. Got it, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now the extra point. And this is up and good. Score now 7 Jaguars. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this away. Hilliard now from the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
That's where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, he's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from 25. A toss left, Henry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much. A loss results there.
A third of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Mayfield down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep every minute mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. The Colts going to take first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Corliss Waitman now. They punted times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid. They have themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink. Even many type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. Maybe one is quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now down. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate. It was a nice pass for a 1st down.
ETN up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Okay, ready?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, stop, stop. Bravo.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but it's not so backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Go, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot, particularly a 3-point swing right there.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles settled in the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation up to the pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much. But one place they find common ground, protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So how about that for a change? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Handoff running left is ETN. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Lawrence to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a way to go, though. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a good second half.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd, just a couple of inches now from the 29. Carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Last scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's his target to tight end Mo Alley Cox. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his left. He's got a man. Complete. 20. That's good for 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little start. They're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the right side with Henry. They'll take the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now they struggled to get rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pick there, and now it's 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And his is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. ETN once more. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 47 yards. He's run it 11 times.
That's good for a Jaguars. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Look at me, sit down! Hey, Charlie!
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. They're on 3rd. Here's Lawrence to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They begin with Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get 1st down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over extend 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Let's stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They had the gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It certainly did appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, you.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A shotgun snap, and again the ETA. The 71 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Lawrence trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They've been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
On the ready.
The slot man in motion right. Running out of the gun with ETN. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of there with W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Come on.
Second down at 5. Throwing now, Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
General West. 32 jet bomber. 32 jet bomber. Check. Hit.
And they'll run with ease. This man for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Cook now to keep this one away. Hilliard now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles.
That's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletion. Here's Baker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That completion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A give, running right, Etienne. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Down to a knee for the Jags. Seemingly in hand. this play. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Calling a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their moves to try and get upfield and get another. So one really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're going to get a first down.